Hi, my name is Mike Flanagan. I wrote the Wake Up in Provincetown theme song and had Harrison and Bob and Jonathan Huckins sing your favorite part, the Wake Up, Wake Up. I'm doing a concert on Thursday of next week, July 18th for Bear Week. It's going to be a mega show with Lisa Bello, who you've seen me with at the club for the last few years, Cherie Marcel, who you've seen many times at Showgirls, and in the last few years at Post Office Cabaret doing the artist tribute shows, as well as Lauren Scales, who you've also seen at the club, Post Office, Tin Pan, etc. So we're doing a huge concert. We have some special guests. Matt Albert will be doing a song. Matthew Darren will be doing a song. We have Ariane doing a song. Anyway, hope to see you there next Thursday. And today, like every day, is a great day to wake up in Provincetown.
Good morning, everybody. Wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
In Provincetown. This week featuring
Wake up, wake up.
Can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up.
Make it strong, please. Hey. Oh. Hey.
Wake up, wake up.
Oh. No, really, can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, July 12th.
Yeah. We had a very special intro by Mike Flanagan. Me and Bob are actually going to be there.
There at Town Hall this Thursday of Bear Week. It's Mike's Town Hall debut.
That's wild. And I hope it is a major success because all of those performers deserve it. And Mike is a bear celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. We're hosting.
Are we? I thought we were just an interstitial.
They're letting us on stage with microphones in our hands at some point.
We're doing a bit with Mike on stage. Come Thursday. Hopefully you got your tickets to things because Bear Week starts tomorrow.
Wild.
And everything's about to pop off.
Yeah.
Do you have your tickets to things?
No, not yet. I don't think ahead. I'm not a good planner.
Well, by the end of this episode, you will know exactly where to be and what to go to.
Very true.
A lot of the performers are on this show today.
How was the tail end of your 4th of July week?
Aside from the oppressive heat and the inhumane working conditions that we complain about.
You got to call OSHA.
I know. We complain about this every year. There's a couple of weeks in the middle of the summer, even though this is the beginning of the summer.
It also feels like more.
Yeah. But also, maybe, I don't know if I'm just acclimated, but, I was definitely wet working for 15 straight hours. And by the end of it, I was like, I would normally be complaining more. Like somebody was like, that's because it's only 77 and 100% humidity. Oh. If it had been 82, you would have been complaining the way you normally complain.
What's the word when you give up? You've resigned to being hot and sweaty.
Yeah. I mean, and then somebody who works in town, who I accused of having an air-conditioned office job and who denied it. They were like, listen, if you're here for 15 hours, why don't you just go change your shirt like 4 times and freshen up? I'm like, do I look like I have time to do that? Like, I haven't stopped moving since you got here.
I love when people are like, when you work at a bar like the Red End, people are like, just take a break.
Yeah.
I'm like, you would murder me if I took a break.
Yeah, that would stay empty. Yeah. But thank you, everybody that came to see us. It was a very busy, successful weekend.
Can I be absolutely disgusting in regards to bartending at the Red Inn?
Sure.
So I'm not bartending at the Red Inn this season, and
disgusting.
The physical things that are not happening to me this season for the first time are crazy.
Like what?
I always have like a battle with heat rash in my armpits through the summer. Not happening. Yeah. Do you know when people get those like white spots on their back?
No. What's that?
Fungus. It's a fungus. Not happening this summer.
You get that?
Yeah. Okay, it is a fungus that is naturally present on everyone's body, but when you wear a damp polo shirt for 15 hours a day, it tends to go a little rampant, and then you get white spots on your back. Not happening to me this season.
You're having the best summer of your life.
Yeah, fungus free. Well, not fungus free, but mostly fungus free.
How was your 4th of July week?
It was good. I stayed a little low key. It felt 2 years ago, like last 4th of July, I felt that it was leaning away from being circuity.
Mm-hmm.
And I was excited for that. And this year, I feel like it went right back to being circuity. It felt circuity again.
Yeah.
And I use the word circuity in no other way except the guys around me are hotter than me.
Okay, that's a fair.
That's just anytime there are hotter guys than me in town, I'm like, this week's so circuity.
But don't you think that's going to be true this week too?
Yeah, circuity. But we've been saying Bear Week's been turning into Circuit Week with chest hair anyway.
I'm in.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
You're gonna make Ethan spit up his coffee. That sounds great to me.
Yeah. So I had one of my first restaurant experiences. Speaking of working in a restaurant, Friday after the show, I worked at the brewery, and we were so insanely busy. We had the busiest day we've ever had here at the brewery. Yeah.
Friday was like that.
Yeah.
July
and it was
5th.
just Nicole in the kitchen.
You did that to Nicole?
I didn't do anything to Nicole. So I go back there at one point and I was like, Nicole, is there anything you need? And she goes, yeah. 4 orders of chicken tenders, 2 orders of nachos, a burger, 3 pretzels. And I was like, okay. So I worked in the kitchen.
You did?
For like 3.5 hours last Friday.
Who did what you were supposed to be doing?
There were 3 people on the floor. And when I went back to the kitchen, Chris Balding happened to show up and he jumped behind the bar as well.
Oh my goodness.
It was an all hands on deck moment. And also this past Monday for trivia was very similar. We had 30 teams.
30?
Every seat in this place was full of people playing trivia.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I've done a lot of trivia rounds on queer athletes, lesbians, women. Like I tend to always lean towards that direction. And I was like, it's so hot. How can I do a round on that? And so my visual round is like, it's so hot. And so are these men. And it was just 10 of the hottest pictures I could find of the hottest men on the planet.
Celebrities, athletes.
Yeah, celebrities.
Who?
But I was
name a couple.
Chris Hemsworth.
Thor.
Yeah. Superman.
Oh yeah, Henry Cavill.
Yeah. That was the one people got wrong the most.
Really?
Yeah. But I used the picture of him from The Witcher where he had like that silver hair.
Oh.
Did you watch that?
Sneaky. No.
Because there's a scene where he's like in a bathtub. I used that picture.
He's hot.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. Come play trivia.
I can. No, then I would have to miss Broadway on the Beach.
Broadway on the Beach is also not worthy of missing. So.
Well, maybe one Monday I'll do trivia.
Wait, so you could have come see me on Broadway on the Beach 2 weeks ago?
No, because I was doing Showgirls that night.
Oh, right.
And this past Monday I had to work so that I could be off Tuesday so that I could go to New York a day early to go to that Janet Jackson.
Oh, you went to Janet Jackson?
I did.
Oh, I thought it was a Tinashe shirt.
I quit. This is a Janet Jackson merch shirt.
Heard of her? Jeannie Jimpin?
Jeannie Jimpin? Janet Jackson was in Brooklyn on Wednesday night, and I have to give a couple of shout outs real quick because I had bought what I considered really good seats, and then I met a man named Kevin Caraccio last week at the Red Inn who was like, it's my 50th birthday on July 10th. I have front row seats to Janet Jackson. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be at that concert too. So we exchanged numbers. And then when I got to my seats, he texted me and was like, 2 of my friends couldn't make it. Just move up here to the front row and sit with us. And I was like, so Kevin, thank you for that.
That's what we like to call P-Town magic.
P-Town magic. And it happened while I was sweating for 15 hours at work. So it paid off.
Worth
All
it.
those white dots on my back, worth it. But
the
my
heat rash, worth it.
my friend Paul, who has tried to see Janet 3 or 4 times, but for whatever, one night she canceled. One time he got stuck working. He finally got to see her, and I'm so happy for Paul that his first experience was in the front row. She's making eye contact with you multiple times, waving her finger at you, calling you a nasty boy. I was like, this is like when Madonna pointed at us during Bad Girl Drunk by 6, and I was like, nasty boy, bad girl drunk. I'm like, that's when I get pointed at.
I love that. It's because you're a real fan, and they can tell.
Yeah.
I think it was Billy Joel who stopped selling the first few rows of his
Really?
concerts, and then he would send his staff into the crowd and like go up to the higher levels, and anyone that was like super excited and like big fans, he'd pull down because he said he was sick and tired of watching bored rich people in the first few rows.
Yeah, the girl next to me, you know, I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, hi! Are you super excited?" I was like, "Have you ever been in the front row before?" She was like, "For Janet, yeah." And I was like, "Well, I haven't." I'm like, "This is like super exciting to me." She was like just like, kind of bored the whole time, and I'm like, "They don't want you in the front.
Yeah, no.
Go back there."
Yeah.
It was
I'm
great
sure you were geeking out the whole time.
the whole time.
Yeah.
But then, you know, that's when you realize who the real super fans are. The person 2 seats over from me knew every single word to every single thing. Like, there's a couple of album tracks where I'm like, well, you know, don't really know all the words.
Yeah.
But and then after the show, we go to Williamsburg to the Metropolitan Bar. Have you been to the Metropolitan there?
No.
It's like one of the oldest gay bars in Williamsburg. We walk in, a Janet song is playing, and then it becomes clear that he's only playing Janet songs. So I go up to the bartender and I was like, "Are you doing this?" And he was like, "I knew one of you was going to walk in here any second."
And it was you.
And it was me.
I love that.
It was great. It was a good time.
Yeah. But Janet is on Bob's Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
And Tinashe is on my Mount
She
Rushmore.
is?
Yeah, yeah. And Tinashe has been making music for 10 years, and she is having a moment right now. Her song Nasty went viral and is in the top 40 right now. And Janet actually, when she performs Nasty on this tour, remixes in Tinashe's Nasty. And I've been saying for years, if you like Janet, you would love Tinashe.
I will give it a listen.
Yeah.
I think it is an interpolation of Nasty in Nasty.
Of
Yeah.
Tinashe.
Yes.
Yes.
An interstitial.
No, it's not an interstitial.
But I'm so happy for you. That is,
Thank you.
You honestly deserve that because you're such a big fan.
Thank you.
Oh, it was funny. I was on TikTok and I commented on a video about Gwen Stefani's first album, and I said, "Oh, there's a track from this album that is the beginnings of hyperpop, which is a kind of a new emerging genre that Charlie XCX is kind of the queen of." And someone commented, and she's like, "They're like the first hyperpop was Alone by Janet." Do you know that song?
Alone?
Yeah, I think it's on the Velvet Rope. But then I listened to it and I was like, they're right.
They sampled that for the Gwen Stefani song?
No, it's just like it's a style of music and it's very much
hyper pop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just have to say this too. When in the mid '80s, when I was a little kid jamming out to like what was then modern, like Madonna, Whitney, Janet, songs from 40 years before that was like White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Right.
Now Control is that age, and I'm like, do little kids listen to Control as though it's like Bing Crosby? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
They're not
it's
listening to Control,
it's
they're
that-
listening to their own music.
it's that old to them though, is
But-
what I'm saying. Like a song from 40 years ago when you're little is like, you can't even fathom how
Right.
long ago that was.
But one thing that is cool about TikTok is some of those songs are having big fan moments and younger people are getting into them because of TikTok. Like
Right.
look at what Running Up That Hill did.
Obsessed by Mariah.
Yeah. The reason I was commenting on the video is because one of those songs from Gwen Stefani's first album is blowing up again. So I like TikTok for that.
I like TikTok for that.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. What else did I get into this week? One thing I do want to give a little plug. I didn't realize that Mean Burger was open till 2 a.m. on certain
Yeah.
nights. That is exciting. They do smash burgers, tater tots. I love tater tots.
The D-Doc.
I think at night they just do the smash burger.
If you go to Mean Burger in the daytime, they have a sandwich called the D-Doc. And it is like the everything cheesesteak with jalapenos and all sorts of stuff on it.
Do you have
and
to eat it in the dark?
I think you have to eat it in the sand
Mhm.
with your clothes off. No, the first time I ordered one, I was like, "Oh, I'll have a Dick Doc," and she goes, "Don't call it that. My mom's working." I was like, "You put D-Doc on your sandwich board."
Jesus.
She was like, "Well, not everybody knows what it means." I was like, "We do.
Yeah.
Go get a D-Doc."
Saturday night I modeled
For whom?
here at the brewery for the bike party. It was the
Oh.
150th anniversary of the bike brand.
Mhm.
It was hosted by Austin. It was so much fun. There was like 8 of us who modeled. And the funny thing is Eric Borg asked me like a week early. He's like, "Hey, would you want to model some bike clothes for this bike party we're doing?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Clothes. Jock straps are clothes
Well,
now.
then Eric goes, "Would you be okay wearing a jockstrap?" I was like, "I love wearing jockstraps. That's great."
You exist in one.
Yeah. And then I assumed all of us were going to be in jockstraps. Turns out I was the one.
You were the
in
only
jockstrap.
jockstrap model?
Yeah, so there were like 150 people at the brewery, and I was just walking around in jockstrap alone.
What were the other models wearing?
What?
Good thing you
I
didn't have.
Good thing I didn't have that fungus. No, they had a lot of cool stuff that I didn't really even realize they had. They have this like this short that almost looks like baseball pants. Did you play baseball?
Uh-huh.
Do you know like that kind of material
Yeah.
that baseball pants are made of? But they're shorts and kind of has that same snap.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute. And they also just released their jock strap shorts, which is the waistband is the same as the typical bike jock strap, and then they look like athletic shorts, and then they have a built-in jock strap in them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bike.
Yeah, and it was also the release of the brand new brewery merch, which is the Provincetown Brewing Company and Bike collab featuring artwork by Sedgwick Goof. Yeah, it's so cute. Come on in and grab it.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very cute.
And there's also a rack of discount clothing from before. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
So we're
to
getting
buy
some
here.
new merch in soon. So we just put a couple styles on sale. Come on in and scoop them up. We've got to move stuff out to get more fresh stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else did I do? I went to the underwear party last Saturday. It was bonkers.
That's the one at the Gifford House?
Yeah. Every single space in that establishment was full of people.
Yeah.
The Wild was full of bags with people's clothes in it. The front room with the piano bar was full. The porch was full. Porch bar was full. The courtyard was full. Inside was full. And as you walked through it, the temperature was wild. Because outside was like nice, probably like 65, 70 at nighttime. And then you stepped into the club and it probably went up to like 75, 80.
Yeah.
And the center of the dance floor, I would say, was probably 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And what's beyond 100% humidity? When you can like
rain.
when you can touch the rain.
Like
It
it's
was literally
raining.
like you could touch the moisture in the air.
Yeah, I think my center of the dance floor days in the middle of summer are like have come to a close.
Not me.
Yeah, good for you. It's fun in there, but
It was really fun.
white dots.
That maybe that's where it's from. But I did end up leaving at about midnight because I was like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
They were so full that they had to stop letting people in to that enormous space.
The patio too?
Yeah, they just had to keep people on the street.
Wow.
Insane.
The Gifford House is back to its full, I mean, more than full glory, over full glory.
Yeah. But I do have to say they've done a great job kind of reawakening a lot of that space.
Mhm.
Porch bar has always been amazing. The piano bar has always been amazing. But obviously the Wild has been reawakened. The club downstairs, it used to be like the dance floor and that little bar area, and they've kind of spread everything out.
Mhm.
They've added toilets, so it's more accessible to more people.
Mm-hmm.
Really great.
Good times.
Yesterday, the brewery crew hung out with the Helltown Fitness crew, and we learned to dance to Shabuzi.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. Anyone? Shabuzi? Is that a thing?
Shapoopy.
Shapoopy. Shapoopy.
From the Music Man?
Yes.
I showed up in full like 1940s regalia. I was like, I think I misunderstood the assignment. It's like everybody in country artist.
Country artist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Yes,
country
yes, yes.
artist that was featured on Cowboy Carter.
And he has the #1 song right now. I don't
It's
know
called
any.
Shabuzi. Oh, what's
His name
the
is
song
Shabuzi.
called?
Tipsy. In the club.
Oh,
Did they?
everybody getting tips. Yeah.
Oh, cute. Interpolated.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Work. But it was a
Everything
ton of
old
fun.
is new again.
It was like a few of the staff members from the brewery, as well as Delta Miles, Tim Bish, and a
Mhm.
new trainer. I'm so sorry I forgot his name, but he was so adorable and so sweet. But it was so fun. We danced in the courtyard of the Crown, and I kept being like, do we look good? And people lied to us and said yes.
I want Tim Bish to be my drag mom so I can be Rita Bish. Thank you.
I want Delta Miles to be my drag sister. I have so many drag sisters already.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a Miles?
No, I'm a
Oh.
Tadana. House of Tadana. I think that's all I did this week.
Yeah?
Oh, I did have a sold out show of the Devil Wears Payless, our first one this past Friday.
Congratulations.
Sold out, 100 tickets sold. We are getting really great response. I feel like I can tell when people are blowing smoke on my ass and saying they were like, that was great. People are really, really liking it. It's fun. Everyone says it moves really quick, which I think is the key to it being really enjoyable. But get your tickets. We are Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
So then it's a Wednesday thing for me. I have to remember that.
And also what was I going to say? They just announced a sequel to The Devil Wears Prada.
The Devil Wears Prada as
Yeah.
a sequel
Yeah.
with Meryl and Anne.
I think the idea is no, Meryl and Emily.
Oh,
I think it's the idea that it's 20 years later and Emily has kind of worked her way up to being like kind of on par.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah. No, has worked her way up to being on par with Miranda. And now they're kind of battling / need each other kind of vibes.
As long as Meryl Streep has the same haircut.
I'm sure. Well, of course they're going to do that because it's based off Anna Wintour, and Anna Wintour has had that bob for
Right, but
3 billion years.
Do you have any news stories that you want to talk about?
I do.
Like what?
I want to talk about this house in
I
Nantucket.
knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. So
Hi,
this,
Nicole.
this house in Nantucket was recently appraised for $2 million.
I thought you said 2.9.
1, 2,
A lot.
a lot of money. A typical beachfront property, cash. And then it was sold 2 weeks ago for $200,000 because it has been acknowledged that it is imminently going to fall into the ocean, which is sad.
You don't look or sound sad.
I'm sad. I mean, I think it's sad that people's homes are falling into the ocean, and I think it's sad that we are losing land to climate change.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
and-
what you're bringing this up for, because you're sad about climate change.
Yeah. And I think the people that have the most power to create change are people with a lot of money, and maybe this will light a fire under their ass. You know?
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would.
I was afraid that this was a Schadenfreude segment.
No. I am happy for that person who has a beachfront property for $200,000 for the next 2 or 3 years,
Months.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, we should do that." But then Mark let me know that you actually have to pay for it
When it falls into the sea, you have to pay for the removal of all the
Yeah.
toxic waste.
like that guy who had to pay for his boat to get removed from the breakwater.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Glitch.
we are in the midst of an election season, and I know there's a lot of gloom and doom to be had. But there have been major wins for progressive ideals and the left in other countries. The Labour Party in UK had a huge win. They have the majority, which is really great because that is not how it's expected to go. And in France, as of like a month ago, it was expected that the far right was going to just take over the government. And then a few different parties that all leaned left kind of came together and was like, how do we beat this? And they did.
Let's take a page from that book. Also, if you don't know what Project 2025 is, Google that real quick.
Yeah,
As it turns out, a lot of people haven't even heard of it.
yeah, I had heard of it, but I'm glad that it's getting a lot more press as of late.
Talk to your family members about Project 2025.
I'm one of those lucky people who has liberal parents, so
I have liberal parent. I have one parent left.
Hmm.
He remains liberal.
that's great.
But I mean, everybody has like a Republican sibling, right? I feel like,
Sibling? No,
really?
no.
I feel like a lot of people have like a very close person in their life that is diametrically opposed to them politically. No?
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, have some positive civil discourse with those members of your family.
It's important to talk to people.
Yeah.
I did want to give it a shout out. Tonight there is an opening at the Treadwell Gallery. It's really cool. It's by this artist named Barbado. He did these gigantic oil paintings of matchbooks.
Oh,
from-
I love these.
Yeah, really cool. These huge oil paintings of matchbooks from iconic gay bars over the
Mhm.
years. There is one of A House and also the Eagle.
This is going to sell out in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So go to the Treadwell opening tonight.
I mean, I appreciate all art, but there's some art that I look at and I'm like, oh, that's gonna go. Like that's gonna look amazing on someone's wall.
Totally.
I wish I was a millionaire.
Are they really expensive?
No, but I can't afford art these days.
You can afford one adult art purchase this summer. You just had the busiest day of all year here.
Yeah. I'm not working at the Reddit this summer. If I was, I would, which I have. I also want to give a big shout out. The Cape has some really incredible theater this summer,
Mhm.
and coincidentally, they're all kind of in the same vein.
Mhm.
Peregrine Theater Company is doing Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which is kind of a B-movie rock opera, as well as the Provincetown Theater doing Rocky Horror Picture Show, which opens this Monday. Also kind of a
Did
B-movie.
Hedwig already open?
It opened this past week. Hedwig opened last weekend. The Reefer Madness opened last weekend as well, which is Wellfleet Harbor's Actors Theatre.
Harbor singular. Wellfleet Harbor Actors Theatre.
I thought it was all possessive.
What?
The theater is owned by the actors, and the actors are owned by the harbors. No, okay. But they're also doing Reefer Madness, which is also kind of has the feel of a B movie rock opera.
And Brittany's in it.
And Brittany's in it. I saw Boy Radio yesterday. He says that Rocky Horror is coming out really amazing. I'm so excited. Hillary's in it as well. Evan Montgomery's in it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Evan too?
Yeah.
How are we going to have time to see all these shows?
I know. The funny thing is a couple Mondays. Tonight, Reefer Madness. We're doing a really special thing here at the brewery in conjunction with
The Funk Bus.
The Funk Bus. At the brewery tonight at 5 o'clock, the Funk Bus is leaving from the brewery, heading over to Wellfleet Harbor Actors Theatre to see Reefer Madness. It's $50. You get a ride to and from the theater back here to the Provincetown Brewing Company. It includes a complimentary pre-show beverage as well as a ticket to the show for $50.
That's great.
Yeah, that is an experience.
Are you going?
No, I have a show tonight.
Oh, duh.
So if you're not going to see that, come see Devil Wears Prada.
Pay less.
Devil Wears Payless. I do that a lot. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, so definitely make a point of checking out all those shows. It is an embarrassment of riches here in Provincetown when it comes to great theater this summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Water's Edge Cinema's playing with stills.
No way.
Really?
All three of them?
Yep.
Oh,
word.
genius tie-in. The Water's Edge
This weekend
Cinema
or
is
to
playing
be-
all three of the movie versions of those theatrical productions.
Yeah. I imagine most people have seen Rocky Horror. It's funny, out of the three of them, that is the only movie I haven't seen.
Really?
I've seen so many bits and pieces, I feel like I've seen it, but I haven't
Right.
seen all of them.
Mhm.
But Hedwig and the Angry Agent is amazing. And also, I imagine most people haven't seen Reefer Madness, but it is so fun. Anna Gasteyer, which is the role Brittany's playing.
Mhm.
Kristen Bell, Nev Campbell's little brother from Trick.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very fun. And if you like to smoke weed, you will get a huge kick out of it.
Okay.
And if you don't, you'll get a huge kick out of it. That's all I have.
Great. Let's move this show along. I got to hang out with Mike Miller of Ptownie fame in his new shop downstairs at 199 Commercial Street. You guys, check this out. Good morning, everybody. I'm at 199 Commercial Street downstairs below Cafe Heaven. They're serving blueberry pancakes right now, it sounds like, with Mike Miller in his brand new Ptownie shop. Mike, thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your day.
Thank you.
I know you're busy, so this has been a long time coming, opening
Yes.
the shop here.
Yeah,
You've owned the space for
6 years.
uh-huh.
A couple of years to get permission to put retail down here to bring it back to the space back to what it was. And it's all about people who make things and design things in Provincetown. And it's really pretty amazing that everybody is just supporting each other. So I have stuff from Plush, and I've got stuff from Scott Coffee and Carlos's Kilts. And people come in and I'm like, have you been to Plush yet? If you like this sweater, you're gonna love his stuff. You gotta get down there. And same thing with Scott Coffee and everybody else. So it's just another community effort in Provincetown.
But you're making some stuff of your
But I
own.
make some stuff on my own, yeah, kind of one-off. Scott Coffee taught me how to sew
You took that class?
5 years ago at Winter Wednesdays.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
It all comes full circle.
And then I got good because of COVID, because I made masks. And then I started sewing stuff for friends when I got stressed. And, Ptownie's a little stressful. So I made lots of clothes. And next thing you know, here I am.
What is your professional background?
My professional background is if I have a superpower, it's re-engineering myself as something new. My last job was I worked in magazine publishing of all surprising things, and I left that 15 years ago saying I will never, ever, ever work in publishing again. And of course, what do I end up doing is starting Ptownie. So, which was really amazingly fun, because to get to make a magazine that you just want to read for yourself about the place that you love. And the whole point of the magazine always was to tell like these amazing stories about all the amazing people in Provincetown who are doing good things.
That's what we're trying to do.
Isn't it? Exactly. And that's not done enough, because there are so many, I mean, you can't throw a stone in this town without hitting a great story about somebody who does stuff. So, so my last job, I was the associate publisher of the Spanish version of People magazine. Exactly. And so it's been great to be able to come to Provincetown and just be all about telling the good stories.
When did you first fall in love with Provincetown?
I met my husband here on my very first trip to Provincetown 23 years ago. And he became what we affectionately called the trick that never left. And I still call it that. And I think I fell in love with it that weekend. It was like, wow, there's something very magical about this place. And little did I know that I'd be married to that guy and here 23 years later.
So, I mean, your original mission statement when you started Ptownie 8 years ago
Yes.
was to help promote other
Yes.
year-round businesses.
The mission statement from day one has been to help quintessential Provincetown merchants have more of a year-round revenue stream. So the model for Ptownie has changed many times, but the mission's never changed, because that's kind of where my heart is.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you've been doing a great job ever since it started. Like,
Thank
you've
you.
still got a great online presence.
Yep,
There's the social media aspect and the website.
yep, in our newsletters every week in the season. So yeah, so it's all good. It's good.
Are you going to be open every day this summer?
No, it's just me. No. Did I say that harshly? I'm going to be open just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Unless I find somebody like who really is into the mission,
Right.
then maybe I'll open more. But if not, it's just going to be me. So come visit me.
Come visit Mike down here, you guys, and you can probably smell
Bacon.
bacon.
Yeah, if you're craving to smell bacon, come visit.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. Come down
All right.
here and say hi. 199 Commercial Street, everybody. Go down there, buy some stuff. I mean, what I love so
Go
much.
down there, buy some stuff.
No, what I love so much about what Mike is doing with Ptownie is that it's so community oriented and collaborative. He's got stuff from every shop in there, and it's a really beautiful experience.
This stuff. Please welcome Big Dipper.
Hello.
Back again.
Hi, thanks for having
Welcome
me.
back. Is it your second year?
It's my
coming to
second
Ptownie for Bear
time
Week?
aggressively messaging you to let me come on your show.
Happy Bear Week.
We're
Thank
always
you.
happy to have you. You can come on whenever. There's
Yeah, I love.
No
I
need to be aggressive.
I just got to town yesterday, and I'm like always reminded about why I work so hard to come back every year. I'm like, how can I get back? How can I get back?
Totally.
Because it's just so magical to be here.
Come for a whole summer one year.
That would be amazing.
Can you?
I
Why
would
not?
love that.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to like go in a time machine, become 19, and then come here for a whole summer one time.
I don't know if being 19 in this town would be fun. Ethan, how was being 19 in Provincetown? Okay.
When he was
Go.
19, he was like, I'm the only one who's not over 21.
Oh, I guess that's true. Maybe a little older.
Yeah.
So I could get into
21 in a day.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But I like
That's
that you look back and only remember the positive parts about it.
Yeah. Work. But welcome back.
Thank
Is it your
you.
third year coming to P-Town for Bear Week?
No, it's like my 6th or 7th.
Oh,
But the
okay.
first couple of times I was like, a rich daddy brought me for like a day or two, or some club promoter made promises and then
Do
I
that
showed up.
instead.
But this is like the second time I'm back and working the whole time and
Wow.
here for events and stuff, which is exciting.
He said something nice about a rich daddy. See?
I love rich daddies.
Yeah, when they give money to save the environment,
Thank you.
no ethical billionaires. Right? That's what we were
Yes,
talking
yes.
about. Erosion.
That is. Yeah.
That is what it is.
So what do you got planned for the week?
Oh my gosh, it is a wild week. It really is. This is the first time I've been here in town a few days before Bear Week, and I really understand what everyone says when it's like, oh no, it's sort of a lull, and then it gets insane.
Yeah.
Because it feels like regular right now,
Yeah.
and every time I'm here for Bear Week, it's like jam-packed. So the schedule is nuts. The one thing I'm very excited about is I have a podcast called Sloppy Seconds, and my co-host,
Which I do love.
thank you, my co-host Meatball, who is an outrageous drag queen, convinced her to get on a plane and travel here, and she has never been to P-Town ever. So
Does she not like to travel?
no, it's not that. It's just she likes to do things her own way. So when she'd be like, great, I'll just like catch an Uber and get a car and do it. And I was like, oh no, it's a little different. Like you know, like maybe you'll get a bike. She's like, no. And I'm like, maybe you'll, you know,
Electric
like
scooter?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, she loves scooters.
No, it's funny when Morphine was here. I ran into her. It was like 10 o'clock, and she's like, "Girl, there's nowhere to get food."
Yes.
I was like, "No."
So I was explaining a lot of things about Ptownie, and she was like a little hesitant just because it's, you know, new and different. But we got her; she's coming. So we're doing her like famous LA party called Fat Slut, doing the Crown tomorrow night, which is really exciting. And then we've got some programming at the Crown. We're doing a Sloppy Seconds pool party on Sunday. We're doing a Sloppy Seconds live podcast on Monday. And then I'm hosting a really amazing concert with Bearmania that's with Christine and Man on Man and Macy Rodman. So we're doing that on Wednesday. And then at the Brass Key on Friday, I am hosting and performing for the Weiner Roast, which I remember seeing a certain someone last year put on quite a show. So I'm excited to be back for that.
No, I need to get that day off so I can go back and
Defend the title that they didn't give you, but
try
that you
again.
deserved.
You should make your own sash that says robbed.
Yeah. Third place, but most grinder messages.
Yeah,
No, I did win. I didn't win the prize, but I won.
Yeah, so I have a jam-packed schedule. There's even more. I'm sure there's more things happening. But I'm super excited. A lot of pool parties, a lot of fun like concerts and shows. And I just forget how much there is to do here. And there are so many talented people who like to sing and dance and tap dance even.
Yeah.
I thought someone tap dance last
Really?
night. Yeah.
In the
No.
street?
No, he was at a show.
It was funny. He reached out to me a few weeks ago and was like, "Oh, Meatball's throwing her party. She wants like high energy dancing lip sync queens." And I was like, we don't have any of those. Because everyone in town is like musical theater
Live
queens,
singing.
live singing
Live
queens.
singing.
Yeah.
Do you have a go-to song that you sing? Karaoke? Anything?
Yeah.
What is it?
Mine is the theme to the Breakfast Club.
Oh.
Don't you forget about me.
I sing, and whenever someone's like, "Oh, come up and sing," I always do Desperado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's a crowd pleaser. People
Yeah.
like it.
I used to sing a now canceled artist because he was very in my range. Chicago R&B artist who's in prison for really awful
That's
things.
in your range. That's killer.
Yeah,
The remix to Ignition.
I'm not saying anything, but now I sing Next. The group's called Next. You know, Too Close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Baby When You're Grinding. Yeah, exactly. That's my song. But the cool thing about Fat Slut is even though we did find amazing performers, the fun thing is there is a sexy food eating contest that happens. You win $200 bar tab, but people strip down, get naked in a jockstrap, and like rub food all over their body, which is sort of like, isn't that a fetish?
Don't yuck my
called
yums, Mark.
Splooshing or something like
I
that?
didn't know there was a word for it, but I
I
believe
think
you.
it is.
A mukbang?
Well, that's when you eat it.
Oh.
A mukbang.
Is there eating involved? Can you eat it?
It is called a sexy food eating competition, but I don't see a lot of people eat it.
Not with their mouth.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
But a little birdie told me that if you are looking to find what event to attend during Bear Week, you should go to ptown.org/bears.
Yeah.
And all the events are listed there, including all those ones that I just said.
You're live taping on Monday. What time and which part of the Crown is that?
4:00 in the courtyard, so the whole world can hear us, which won't be awkward at all.
No.
And our special guest is Drew Sebastian. Normally, when we have a special guest who makes porn, Meatball always gets to handle the goods or asks to. So I don't know that we'll be able to do that in the courtyard.
You can.
Great. Glad to know that we got approval. Yeah,
I
exactly.
handled goods there.
Okay, good to know.
I've had my goods handled.
Yeah.
So Drew Sebastian sang a song at Showgirls a couple of weeks ago when I was there.
He was
and
the one who tap danced, by the way.
I believe that. He's a very talented man. But a friend of mine was in the audience who didn't know who he was.
Sure.
And he was like, that man that just sang before you, his shorts were about to pop off. That guy's got a huge dick. And I was like, he's known for it.
Google it.
Like, yeah, look him up. We all know who he is.
Can you imagine if someone came up to him after a show and was like, I think you could have a future doing it. It's like, babe,
One of your recent guests on the podcast was Layla McQueen.
Yes, Layla McQueen.
I love so much. She's
Yes.
always in P-Town. Every time she's here, I ask her to be on the show, and she says no.
Is it because it's too early?
It probably because it's too early.
And she probably wants to get painted if she does anything public.
Why?
Because she's known for it. She's an Emmy-winning makeup
Oh yeah,
artist.
totally.
Yeah.
We could get our 3rd Emmy on the show.
Wow. What are the first 2 for?
We had not our Emmys, but Murray.
Emmy winners bringing their Emmys.
Murray-
I
so
was
that
like,
they
if
could
you
hold
can
them.
win an Emmy for this setup, then I'm owed a bunch.
Murray Bartlett brought his Emmy on. Susan Tran brought her Emmy on last week.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We have no Emmys.
We like to hold them.
You're statue sluts.
We are
Yeah.
statues.
Very much, very much.
I love that.
New pool party coming to the Crown statue.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's the Helltown Fitness party on Wednesday. Statues.
I do want to say I saw you through my hotel window dancing.
Oh, work.
And there was this amazing moment when like all the rehearsal happened, and then everyone was like, good, good, good. And then someone sort of was like, all right. And then everyone took off their shirts
Not
in
me.
unison.
Not me.
Okay, so just you and Delta were
Yeah.
wearing shirts.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened? Everyone
Selectively
I was
shy.
enjoying the show. from
Yeah.
my-
Selectively shy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you're like, don't look at my Scruff album, Selectively Shy.
But follow Big Dipper on Instagram and also P-Town Tourism, which has all of the events for Bear Week. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make it to both your pool parties. So
Please do. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. So ptown.org/bears, all the events, and say hi if you see me in the street. I normally have a scowl on my face because I'm confused and looking around, but I'm nice.
yeah. I've
Busy
also seen
and
you
nice.
perform at that Crown and Anchor pool years ago. And are you doing more performances for your pool party?
Yeah, for the Sloppy Seconds pool party, we'll probably do a performance. Listen, Meatball is a drag queen.
Mhm.
She does anything she can to not perform.
Mm.
And so as we were working out the details for this, she's like, oh, I just host and I'm just there. And at a pool party, she's going to be sunglasses, a hat, and a caftan, barely any makeup on. I
Like,
was
no
like,
eye.
you need to perform. So I basically told her that contractually every place she's at, she does have to perform because I worked out the deal. So I'm going to make her perform everywhere we go.
I'm excited. That's exciting.
Earn it.
Hope she doesn't see this. I'm just kidding.
Have fun this week. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
Monday at the taping and Wednesday with Christine and Mano Man.
Yes, exciting.
I'll be at the pool.
Those are my 2 opportunities.
I
this
love
week.
that.
And now, you guys, this is one of my favorite interviews that I've ever gotten to do on this show. The 3 ladies that are working at the monument these days, Courtney, Melanie, and Elisa, they're very dear old friends of mine. I got to talk to them about what they have going on up at the monument coming up really soon. It's a lot of fun stuff. Watch this. Hey everybody, I'm up on the hill at the monument with Interim Executive Director Courtney Hurst and Director of Business Operations and Events Melanie LaPlume Lord. Ladies, thank you so much for making some time to chat with us.
Thanks for coming up.
Of course, this is going to be, I think, my favorite interview that we've ever done on this show because I love these ladies so much. The girls are taking over the hill. What's going on? This is a new position for
This is
you.
a new position. I started on May 1st.
Uh-huh.
I was on the board for 12 years, and per our bylaws, I would have timed out at the end of 2023. So I was ready to step up when our predecessor.
Oh my God.
Was
Isn't this person on the board with
she
you?
is? This was not planned. This is Elisa.
Come on
Pearl.
over,
She's on-
Elisa. You're part of this
She's a
interview
trustee.
now. Hey, Pat.
Hi, thank
Congratulations. She just got engaged to him. Ladies, this is so exciting. You've got so much exciting stuff going on.
We
up
really
here.
do. We really do. Painting is one of them. That's happening every Tuesday from 10 to 2 with Tom McConey, who does it also at the Red Inn and is bringing it to the monument this summer. We're so lucky and glad that he's here.
And this is such a beautiful, fun team to be working together.
This is amazing. I'm so honored to be a
Very
part of the
exciting.
team up here.
And I do have to start with one of the harder questions for you. Are people still wrongly calling it a funicular?
Yes, yes. Just when we finally got through the campaign to teach everyone how to say funicular, we had to explain to everyone that it's not a funicular. A funicular is a 2-way track. This is only a 1-way track, so it's just a straight up elevator.
This is an incline elevator,
Yes.
which we learned from David Weiner, who retired from
Yes.
the position that you're
Yes.
currently occupying. So what other exciting stuff do you have planned for up here?
Beats on the Hill.
Beats on the Hill. What's Beats on the Hill?
It's open to the public. We have DJ Emerson coming. It's July 25th and August 8th, Thursdays, 4 to 7. We're going to have a bar with
Me and you bartending?
Yes.
So some real
mocktails.
VIPs on the team.
Mocktails, cocktails. We're going to have cornhole. Just come dance. Bring your lawn
Bring your
chairs,
family.
Bring your families. Bring anyone.
It's definitely always been one of the most beautiful areas.
I mean, look at it. Look
Like
at
you can
it.
see everything from up here, and on a perfect, like, beautiful sunny summer day, like, it's always been crazy to me that there wasn't more going on up here. And
Yeah.
it seems like that's what you guys are really trying to get going.
That is what we're trying to get going. You know, the monument, for people, when they look at the monument, they think of Provincetown, and people who love Provincetown associate the monument with it. So when you look at it, it's like a visceral feeling of why you love Provincetown. It's the symbol of it. But we want to be more than just the symbol of it. We actually want to be the community hub. So we really want you all to come up here, grab a membership. When you have a membership, you can take the elevator up, bring a blanket, a lawn chair, have lunch. You can just come and go. So yeah, we want this to be a place where people feel comfortable and that they just want to hang and chill here for a bit and take in this beautiful view. And the other exciting thing, I think I'm most excited about this, is that we are bringing back the lighting of the monument to the night before Thanksgiving. Yes, yes. Due to community demand, we're bringing it back. We had moved it to November 11th for 2020 because that's the day that the Pilgrims actually arrived in our harbor. So a lot of people think that the lights we string are holiday lights, but they're actually landing lights. So we put them up. Since it's around the holidays and it looks like a Christmas tree, which is why people assume that. But they are up for 5.5 weeks to symbolize the 5.5 weeks that the Pilgrims were on our shores. And that's what the lights are about. So we moved it to November 11th for 2020 for historical accuracy, and then COVID kicked in, and then we decided this year enough with November 11th, and we're bringing it back to Thanksgiving Eve. So we really hope it gets back to what it used to be, a homecoming of sorts. Come up here on Thanksgiving Eve. We're gonna have a DJ this year. We're gonna have a bar. We're gonna throw the switch, and then you can go to all your family plans or downtown to your favorite restaurant. Come one, come all.
Yes.
I love this new energy.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
And if you want to get married or have an event up here, Mel, how do they reach out to you?
Through our website, through word of mouth, through past people that have had events there. We have an event almost every single weekend this summer. It's growing and it's going to keep growing.
Excellent.
So we've back to 4 weddings in September, back to back to back. 1 in October, 1 in November, which is crazy.
They're filling up.
Yeah.
So reach out to her.
Party and event.
Corporate luncheons. We've done some company picnics.
And we're going to start doing celebrations of life.
Celebrations of
You know,
life.
there's not
You
a
name it.
there's not a funeral home in town anymore, which
Yeah.
just seems crazy. So
Yeah.
we're going to work it out to hopefully start doing those up here in some capacity, so people do have a place to gather in town that isn't a restaurant downtown. Not that that's not a great option, but this will be another one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thanks for coming up on the hill.
Of course, thank you so much.
On the hill. Yep.
Get up here. It's so funny that you-
I know. Bye.
Bye.
Hope to see you.
Get a membership to the monument. Like they said, bring a beach towel, read a book under that giant tree. It's such a beautiful place to just sit and chill out. And they're really opening it up to the community now in a really fun way. Please welcome back to the show, Mark, Luke, and for the first time, Jose.
How's it going? That's my first time. I'm taking my virginity. Wow, good, great.
But you're here for Bear Week every year?
Not every year. This is actually my first Bear Week.
First time in Provincetown.
First time in
Provincetown?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm Mark from New Orleans. We're friends, work together. And he has been asking me to come up and check it out. And finally, this is the year that it's happening. So very excited to be
And
here.
he went straight to the Dick Dock, which I highly recommended feature.
Right, Pilgrims first landed there. I hear.
Yeah, at the Boat Slip Beach.
Well, yeah, right, exactly.
When did you get to town?
I got here on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Big Dipper said, I think a couple of days before Bear Week starts is actually the best idea for people.
It was great. We've been prepping and making these cute little bags.
And
just getting ready for the bears to roll in.
Yeah.
When do
the ramp up is the most interesting, right? I mean, when does what? The party?
Tell me everything.
Okay, where do we start? I mean, we have like 12 different events happening in 7 days. Some of our typical ones, like Horse Meat Disco is coming back. Bag Bash, obviously, on Wednesday. Christine, Big Dipper, Man on Man, Macy Rodman, all performing together in the daytime. Christine in the daytime, that sounds interesting.
That's a daytime show?
That's a daytime show from 12 to 4.
He left that out. Oh my God, Wednesday day.
Wednesday, 12 to 4 at the pool.
Oh, I am going to be able to go to that.
Yeah. We have a couple of other pool parties. We have what else do we have? Poncho is playing at Bag Bash this year.
Oh my god.
We have Hot for You at the Red Room. Yeah, a lot of stuff. You can check it out at bearmania.us to get the full schedule and purchase tickets if you want.
What are you most excited about?
I think seeing Christine in the daytime, right? I mean, she's usually sort of a like you go into the darkness of the club and there she is.
I don't think I've ever seen her not in a black light.
Yeah, exactly.
Last time I saw her was the Wash Ashore, which was one of the most incredible things I've seen in this town.
Yeah.
Her in like an 11-piece band or something.
Oh wow.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, Wash.
I'm lying because she did actually come on the show, and right before the interview began, we're sitting here talking off camera, and I was like, I'm really scared of you. And she goes, I'm scared of you. And I was like, what?
But also, like, out of Christine, I mean, the most sweet, wonderful
Yeah.
Southern belle
Absolutely.
you can imagine. Yeah. So, what are you most excited about for Bear Week?
Jesus.
The
No.
Chris?
All of it. Like
Yeah.
you said, though, it's important to conserve your energy. It's a long week.
Yeah.
That's just 12 things. I mean, there is possibly 40 things if you really, really wanted to stretch it. I think Wednesday is probably what I'm most excited about.
Oh, really? Okay. I think we have a surprise pop-up performance happening Wednesday, too.
See, but if I
Maybe
start
Big
Wednesday
Dipper
at the
will
pool-
come out and do a little something.
At the Bash?
Babe? Yeah. She looks excited.
I think it's in his contract that he has to perform.
Yes. With a meatball or something? What's this about a meatball?
He has to smear a meatball on himself and eat it.
Yummy. I'm super excited because Bearmania just is such a great collective of queer, gender expansive artists that I think are really showing me that there's so much that P-Town offers to the gay community, and really like excited about the lineup, excited about just how much creativity and how Bearmania is really bringing in creative forces from all over the United States. And for a first timer, it's really exciting to see how P-Town is this kind of a hub for queerness, for expression, and super exciting.
Yeah.
I can't believe it took you so long. Why did you say no all those other years that he asked you to come here?
I mean, do you know Mark?
Yeah.
No, really, it's like schedules and work and things, but made a concerted effort to make it happen this year because it's so special to him. I do respect him so much. He's such a force in New Orleans in terms of bringing creatives together and making space for us to be us. And getting to see that here in P-Town is a dream. It's great.
And I have to say, the Townie Pass is, I think, my favorite one.
Oh my god!
How did you get it? Did you get a gold one or a silver one?
A gold one.
Okay, where?
Is that better? What does it mean?
Well, I think Peter got the silver and you got the gold, right?
Yeah.
So you could trade.
Yeah. He's just gonna take mine. He was...
Wait, can I give you a? Okay, 1 second.
So these bags. Oh, I'm excited to see you. We were putting some.
I brought.
together.
Did I give you these last year? I don't know. I'll give you a
They were
shirt
white
later.
and
but-
clear. There's
Yes.
there's a tank top that he wore all the time that you gave us.
Maybe,
with
yeah.
like a yellow kind of take on the Gold's
Yes.
Gyms logo.
Yes, exactly.
Look inside. Look inside. See what's in there.
Yeah, so we have like some stuff from like
Ketamine.
double.
Hydrated
Maybe keep
queen.
digging.
What?
Be Well is one of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Double Scorpio was the shirt last year.
Okay, exactly. Yeah.
I'm like
They're one of the
lube.
sponsors as well.
No, it's not lube. It's honey.
You could be lube.
It could be.
It's raw honey at that.
Oh, oh my god, this is so fun.
Free Narcan and free fentanyl testing
Great.
strips.
Stay safe.
Important.
That's what's in here right now.
Yep.
That's a testing
With
strip. Yeah.
instructions.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody should have one of these on them
100%.
this week and probably every week.
And if anyone needs Narcan or see the test and treat people, AIDS support group, look for me.
We'll have them at the door.
An underwear party bag.
Yes, exactly. All your essentials.
So I don't
You
have
know
to,
him so well.
so I don't have to dig my clothing check ticket out of my shoe.
Hydration multiplier.
Well, we want to thank Double Scorpio.
Oh, yeah.
Be Well, who's a local dispensary. Also, the Old Baby, a new T-shirt shop in town.
Have y'all been there? It is
You should check it out.
so cute. They have their great quality bags, awesome t-shirts, an amazing collection of scents.
And Joey, the owner, is also a member of Man on Man, so you'll be seeing him on Wednesday at the pool. So.
Don't forget your mouthwash, everybody.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that was mouthwash.
In here.
It's funny. I still have a little bit left of the one you gave me last year in my backpack.
Scrapbook.
Yeah, when you're going somewhere and you're going to meet someone.
Yeah, just
You
a
wanna make
little
sure?
rinse, quick rinse.
I wish other people
Going
would
to
do
meet
I offer it up.
that. I'm so excited about Bear Week. Like I said, I kind of laid low for 4th of July, and it's because I love Bear Week so much. I find, not to drag 4th of July, but I do find Bear Week to be a lot more inclusive, even though it feels like the event that is the most specific when it comes to like who's supposed to be there. I find that it's so inclusive, it's so friendly. Everyone's just trying to have a good time, come together to enjoy art and fun and party. And you guys contribute so much of that, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Always have. Thank you for always, like he said, bringing people together.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you specialize in. I've always been really grateful to be your friend in that way.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
From those early days at Bag Bash.
17 years ago.
Oh my God. Wow. How hot's it in the DJ booth at the underwear party?
Excuse me?
How hot is it in the DJ booth at the
God, it's the
underwear
worst. Steve Azar put me in air conditioning.
I just had the realization. I'm like, if it's 105 degrees on the dance floor, how hot is it in that DJ booth?
Yeah, but now you have that water bottle to fluff.
Exactly. I'm a hydrated queen, so. Yeah. Thank
So,
you.
yeah, you're welcome.
I look forward to all the events, and the ticket info is in the description of this video, as well as Big Dipper's parties as well. So check those out and buy tickets.
Grr.
We'll
see you guys all.
Okay, let's head over to Sean with the weather.
Sean and Ann, it's weather and traffic.
Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful day here in town. It's also the most wonderful. Happy Bear Week. Before we get to the weather, I am currently at the Provincetown Brewing Company's new Tap Shack, located right in the middle of the Crown and Anchor courtyard here at 247 Commercial. The Tap Shack is the latest addition to the Crown and the perfect spot to grab a cold beer on a hot summer afternoon. Open 3 to 9 every day. Come by and hang out with the amazing PBC staff at the Tap Shack and have a cold one. Speaking of cold,
right, listen, I just want you to know that I have been having an amazing time doing the traffic report, and also the traffic causes the weather because of pollution, so you're welcome for me giving you a job. And I see that you're at the Crown and Anchor today. I used to have a show at the Crown and Anchor. There was no one in the audience. It was so transcendent that everyone in the audience went to a higher level, but I am now performing at the Red Room in the basement, so you know, if any transcendence happens, it doesn't matter. You're just above ground after that. So 7 p.m. tonight at the Red Room, stand-up comedy with me, Anne Hutchinson, special guest Vivian Fontaine. Have fun with the fucking weather. It's been horrible recently.
beer is one of the only cold things we'll be experiencing over the next week for sure. Today will be windy with showers and storms later, and again tomorrow with no break in the humidity in sight for the next week. The sun returns on Sunday just in time for the bear boat, and we might see temps in the 90s by Wednesday. More T-storms on deck for late next week. I don't know about you, but I love this weather. I'd take the hottest, hot, humid day over any cold day every single time. The good news is I think we'll see much more sun than gray and wet for sure. There are parties all over town for Bear Week with the Crown, the Gifford House, and of course the Boat Slip hosting the biggest and baddest events. Make sure to check out each of their Insta pages for the full lineups. Sunday is the Bear Boat, which I'm very much looking forward to and will be bringing you coverage from for next week. I'm even excited for the nightly post-party pizza insanity in front of Spiritus. For those of you new to town, it is the place to be after the bars close. And let me offer you an insider tip. There is no line. If you know, you know. Let's talk tides. Today we have low tide about 10:40 this morning, followed by high at 5. Both are ideal for Boy Beach and late night activities, if you know what I mean. Tides, of course, change, but conditions are favorable for late night through the middle of next week. However, things get wet for next weekend. And we've got a full moon coming up next Sunday, the 21st. More on how full moons affect the tides next week. I will be all over town this coming week talking to the Bears, and I'm really excited to share my reporting with you. I'll be trying out something new, a segment I'm calling Shag, Marry, Kill, which should be hilarious. Stay tuned. Finally, my buddy Mike Flanagan has his debut town hall show this coming Thursday, July 18th. Doors are at 8. The show starts at 8:30. Mike, our supremely talented local musical bear, has assembled an all-star cast of singers and musicians who will join him on stage. It should be a show for the books, and tickets are going fast, so make sure to get yours today at mikemrf.com or swing by the Post Office Cafe Cabaret box office. For those of you in town, I will see you literally everywhere, but you can always catch me at T. Today is dog tag tea, so gear up, I'm ready, and report for duty starting at 4. I'll be handing out complimentary Boat Slip dog tags at the door. Happy Bear Week, everybody. Guys, back to you at the brewery.
Thank you, Sean, for the weather and a surprise traffic report in the middle of that from Anne. Please welcome
Connor Jocktober. Connor.Jocktober on Instagram if you're looking for him, and I suggest you look for him.
Yeah.
Or you could just look at him right now because he's here. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Your show opened on June 6th, Glory Pole, and you're going to do a little...
And there's the pole.
Yeah.
How long have you been pole dancing?
About 2 years. Yeah.
What drew you to the pole?
I don't know. Strippers taught me, and it's a mix of athleticism and booty, and what else could you need, really?
I love
a lot of athleticism.
Yeah.
I just like touch the pole and like, it's like I'm tired. Yeah. So tell us a little about your show, Glory Pole. It is at the Wild in the Gifford House on Thursdays, but not every Thursday.
Correct. It's about twice a month. Stay tuned to the Instagram for that. Basically, it's kind of like a pop-up strip club, and we have guest dancers we have some locals. Me and Lady Madness and Spooky are in it, as well as some folks from New York City and Boston. And yeah, it's a really fun time.
No, that does sound fun.
Is this your first headlining show?
Yeah.
Awesome.
How long have you been visiting Provincetown in the Cape?
I've been coming since I was little.
No way.
He's from Amherst.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you live on the Cape now?
I do now.
Do you live in Provincetown?
Yeah, I live in Truro.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Year round?
No, just for the summer.
Where do you go for the winter?
I was in school in Providence. I'm going back there in the winter. Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
URI.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
When do you graduate?
I graduated in the spring. Yeah.
How old are
So
you?
now you live here year round.
I'm 22.
Oh my God! I'm 22.
Yeah,
times
you look
2
great.
plus 1.
Oh my God, I love that. I love the idea of, I always think there should be, like, Provincetown is a queer place, but I've lived other queer places that are less conservative. Provincetown to be gay, but fairly conservative. So I
Okay.
love kind of this outward, like, strip clubby,
Yeah.
even though there's a lot of athleticism and art built into it. I love that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to make it for all types of bodies. We have our Bear Week show. We have some many body types, and I have queer and trans dancers, and that to me that's a big part of what I'm trying to bring to Provincetown.
What time is the show on Thursday?
It's at 7:30.
7:30 in the Wild.
And if you come early, you can catch a DJ set from my friend Zoilo Rosa.
Oh yeah,
who is a DJ in Providence. Yes.
He works with Fascination a lot, which we had on a few
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
For a little morning. Is this the earliest in the morning that you have done pole?
I think so. Performed it at least.
Yeah, with not still being up.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Right.
While Connor gets ready, we're going to show you a little clip from the art house. Sam's going to show you a clip from the art house in a moment.
On my own, pretending he's inside me.
Oh, what's up, Art House? My name is John Duff, and I'm presenting my show, Just John, live at the Art House July 19th, 20th, August 16th, and 17th. A night of original songs, covers, and live music, plus videos, unreleased videos. I got it all going on. I'm bearing it all, literally and figuratively. I hope to see you there, Provincetown. Come meet your new neighbor, live at the Art House. Just John. Where were we?
This is Connor Jocktober with the very first live pole performance on Wake Up in Provincetown. Take it away.
Thank God.
It's like Monday, so big, so big. Ain't no curve like her. Riding like a bag, traveling my soul. With a curve, 15 is good. I know her. Show just as I can. Tangled up in talking, my lips on her. On the highway, it's nothing but smile. Get there when we get there, every inch of the mile. Riding like a bag, driving with my eyes closed. I know her. Take the slow, just as I can. Take it slow, just as I
We just got demonetized on YouTube. Thank you, Connor. That was incredible and so sexy. Check him out 7:30 next week at next Thursday.
This Thursday.
7:30.
18th.
The 18th at the Gifford House in the Wild. Hosted by Joao Santos. It's going to be amazing. And that's a show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we want to thank our sponsors, the Crown and Anchor, the Provincetown Brewing Company, the Provincetown Business Guild, the Crown and Anchor, as well as Shipwreck at the Brass Key. And thank you for waking up in Provincetown.
Wherever you are, and we'll see you next Friday.
Good morning, everybody. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. In Provincetown.